Hi guys, good day everyone. This is Jay from Pageant Trend and I'm here with Resign Man of the Philippines 2022. I'm here with Paul. Hi Paul.
Hello po. Hello sa mga fans ng Pageant Trend.
Alright, sige. Greet mo muna yung ating viewers.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Una-una magpapakilala muna ako. I am Paul Mark Buendia. As Kuya Jay mentioned na I am a resigned man of the Philippines and man of the universe. But this year I will be competing as your Mr. World Movie Star International in Vietnam.
Alright. Paul, let's talk about kung paano ka nag-join sa Man of the Philippines first.
Nag-start ako magkaroon ng idea and interest on joining Man of the Philippines nung nasa Dubai ako. Actually, ang nangyari, nakakatawa nga kuya kasi supposedly pupunta lang kami doon, samahan namin yung kaibigan namin para mag-audition. And then out of the sudden, sabi niya na parang hindi ko na kaya. Sabi niya, ikaw na lang sumali. Hanggang nagkaroon yung mga kaibigan ko ng idea na, ikaw na nga lang ang sumali, nagkabiroan. Total, nagpapageant ka naman. So ayun, on the spot, nag-ayos ako and all. So umattend ako ng audition which is sa Dubai nga noon. So fortunately naman, kahit pa paano, nanalo naman ako one of the title.
Alright, so for how long mo prepare yung pageant na yun?
Medyo matagal kasi nung audition, nasa around 80 kg pa ako May mga belly fats pa and all. So alam mo naman yun pag sa mga male pageants, dapat una't-una, physically fit ka para at least mas presentable ka on stage. But I'm not telling na dapat physically fit ka. Any kind of body naman pwedeng sumali. However, ang idea ko kasi is gusto ko maging fit. Naging inspiration ko yung pagsasali ng Man of the Philippines para mas maging fit. So it takes around maybe 2 to 3 months para mag-prepare for Man of the Philippines. UAE pa ang umpisa.
So aside from preparations, ano yung mga struggles na pinagdaanan mo dito?
Madami. Una't-una yan financially. Kasi when you are joining a pageants, hindi lang naman lakas ng loob, hindi lang naman itsura, hindi lang naman ganda ang katawan. Ang pinaka-kailangan mo, you will be needing a financial support para at least makapagpagawa ka ng maayos na gamit like suit, costumes, and yung mga daily outfits mo. So, yun yung I think, pinaka-malaking struggle ko, yung maghanap ng mga taong pwedeng tumulong sa akin financially throughout this pageant.
Alright, and you had mentioned na you resigned, ayun, nabalitaan nga namin na you resigned sa
Yes.
Man of the Philippines. May we know kung anong reason kung bakit
It is a very confidential topic. However, I wanted to share to everybody para at least clear na. I resigned Man of the Philippines. Siguro naman madaming nakakaalam about my videos on Twitter. And again, I am not proud of it. Hindi ako proud doon sa mga videos na yon, pero hindi ko po siya dinedeny. And that is one of the reason bakit ako nag-resign, kasi against yung organization on my videos. Okay? And I really understand kung bakit sila against on my videos. Kasi syempre, maybe on their part is ma-judge lang ako, or in their part is hindi maayos yung pagtanggap ng mga tao. But I have a big reason behind of it. And I think yun naman talaga yung purpose ko kung bakit ko nagawa yun.
ano yung mga pinagkakabalahan mo after the pageant or after Man of the Philippines?
After Man of the Philippines, right after a week after the pageant here in the Philippines, nung national pageant na pagkapanalo ko, after a week bumalik na agad ako sa Dubai kasi naka-annual leave lang ako sa work ko noon. Then, unfortunately, pagbalik ko ng Dubai and winning the crown, I think parang sana sa part ko is parang big achievement yun. Pero ang nangyari sa akin is parang nakaramdam ako ng depression. I don't know what is the main reason, but I struggle a lot on my emotional, being. Ang laki ng pinagdaanan ko at ang bigat ng pinagdaanan ko. By then, after 2 months, bumalik ako ng Pilipinas para huminga, which is, thank you so much sa sa naging previous company ko kasi pinayagan nila ako magpahinga. Then, nung pag-uwi ko ng Pilipinas, doon ko na-realize na, I think, after 8 years ng pagiging OFW, uuwi na ako. So, nakipagsapalaran ako, umuwi ako ng Pilipinas, last March 2020, this year lang. And then, ayun, nagtry ako na gamitin yung mga ipon ko to invest like sa gym na pinagkakaabalaan namin ngayon, We are a co-owner of a big gym here in South areas. May mga ibang investments pa, like yung place ko na invest ko ng OFW ako, yung bahay ko is pinapa-Airbnb ko na sa Ilocos. So yun yung pinagkakabalahan ko, yung pag-asikaso sa bahay at saka sa gym.
So in other words, naging business minded.
Yes, exactly. But I'm not closing my doors to pageantry kasi yan yung naging bread and butter ko for I think 7 years 7 years.
Ayun. So aside from pagiging business owner, ano pa yung mga pinagkakabalan mo sa buhay?
Ayun ang gym. Gym lang talaga. I don't usually go out. Like seasonal lang or occasional lang yung pagbabar ko. Kasi kailangan din naman natin yun. Huminga. But most of the time nasa gym lang ako. Gym, bahay. And with my partner, yun lang yan.
Alright. Paul, right after nung marami nakapanood dun sa video mo, paano mo nalagpasan yun? Yung mga issues at saka mga bash sa social media?
Kasi ano yun naniniwala kasi ako sa sinasabi ng karamihan na think before you click. 'Di ba? Bago ko pinost yung video, I will take this on my part. Responsibility ko yon, accountability ko yon on posting those videos. Nagulat ang madami. Hindi lang sa pageant industry, but those people who knows me most especially in the UAE. Pero isa lang masasabi ko, hindi ko pinagsisisihan. Kasi I cannot deny na kumita naman din talaga ako on my videos at hindi ako magiging proud sa kinita ko kung ginamit ko lang siya kung saan-saan.
Alright.
I use all those money para ma-sustain yung lifestyle ko and to help my family, to help my siblings, my relatives. So, I think yun yung naman talaga yung main reason na bakit ko nagawa yon. Kasi bilang OFW, medyo mataas-taas ang kinikita mo monthly. Then bumalik ka ng Pilipinas as unemployed. You know, and people should understand that na pag Pilipino ka, lahat ng kaya mong gawin para kumita lang, para makasurvive lang gagawin mo. And hindi ko sinasabi na tama yung ginawa ko. Hindi ko sinasabi na dapat tularan ako. However, I am just doing this for my self needs and my family needs. Yun lang I think.
Alright. Pang-ilan ka ba sa family?
Panganay po ako. I am the breadwinner. So, yes, tatlo kami magkakapatid. The second one is my family na. The third one, fortunately, nakuha ko siya sa Dubai bago ako nag-for good. So, nag-work siya doon sa Dubai. So, nakakatulong siya sa akin.
Nice. Kaya naman pala, alam na ngayon ng ating mga viewers yung mga pinagdaanan.
Yeah, yes. And hindi naman din ako masyadong active And maybe you can see on my videos na kung hindi man ako mag-isa, I am with my partner. Hindi naman kung sino-sino and all. And I would like to clarify kasi sometimes kaya I can see a lot of tweets. I mean, posts and comments on my videos na can I say the word prostitution or prostitute or yung Tagalog nun, yung parang pokpok ka, callboy ka, bayaran ka and all. Guys, when you are doing adult content creation, it doesn't mean that you are prostitute. Okay? However, again, I have a high respect sa mga sex worker because sex work is work. So, yun lang yung gusto kong clarify. Hindi lahat na nag-adult content creator is prostitute, nagpapabayad or what. Ay, yun lang yun sa akin.
Alright. Thank you so much for that clarification, Paul. But anyway, Paul, you are competing at international. So this coming month, or this month?
Yes, actually tomorrow na yung alis ko kaya, yung October 25.
Alright, so could you please tell us more about the pageant na sinasalihan mo ngayon?
Actually, nung una, Tito Jose, which is the national director, approached me if I am interested to join international pageant. Then pinag-isipan ko mabuti kasi nasa situation ako na nahihiya sa Ilocos government kasi madami na din sila na-invest for me na supposedly for Man of the Universe yung 3 video ko and national costume. So, tamang-tama, timely yung pag-approach sa akin kasi I wanted to pursue that international pageant para at least man lang maipakita ko sa mga taong tumulong sa akin na, okay, pinursu niya na mag-pageant international kasi Lagi ko naman sinasabi dati na my main purpose of joining the pageant is to use my voice on my lifelong advocacy, which is nga yung empowering the youth. And yung sasalihan ko this year is Mr. World Movie Star International. It is, I think, a new pageant. It will be held in Vietnam, but it will be the same. I will be using the same advocacy, and I will be using this platform to use my voice again on my advocacy.
Alright, have you searched the pageant kung nakailang edition na ba sila?
I think pangalawa, or if not mistaken, first itong edition na to.
So,
First edition ang alam ko.
Alright.
Second or first, pero yun yung pagkakaalam ko.
Okay, so how are you related to the national director? Paano kanya na-convince na mag-join sa pageant?
Actually, it is started nung nag-comment ako sa story niya regarding on my friend Alfred who just won Mr. Universe first runner-up. Nag-good luck ako na, good luck po sa candidate nyo, he is my friend and all. So, maybe binuno niya yung feeds ko, and he had seen na nagpa-pageant pala ko and all. And he approached me na, okay, gusto mo pa rin ba mag-pageant? And all. We don't have like a relationship like friends or whatsoever. Friend lang talaga kami sa Facebook. So, dun lang niya ako kinontak on social media.
Alright. Another thing, Paul, paano ka or saan ka kumuha ng lakas ng loob to come out?
Yeah.
Ano ka ngayon?
You mean my sexuality?
Yeah.
Una-una kasi hindi siya naging issue sa family ko. Yun naman yung big factor eh. Di ba nahihirapan naman yung isang tao na i-express kung sino siya at kung ano siya kung walang suporta ng pamilya. I believe that is the main key kung bakit ang lakas ng loob ko na maging out and proud as being gay or bisexual, because both of my parents are very responsible, accountable kung sino man ako, very acceptable sila, and even my sisters are very supportive, my relatives, all of them. Kasi naman what I have seen is, hindi ko naman kasi na ipapakita sa kanila na ang pagiging bakla ay masama. Kasi parang kumbaga, yung clan namin in Ilocos, hindi naman sa magmamayabang kasi pag meron naman akong blessing, I am sharing it to everyone. So siguro nasa utak nila na who we are to judge Kuya Paul. 'Di ba? Kung siya nga mismo nauubusan na siya para tumulong lang sa atin tapos i-judge pa natin kung ano siya. And I don't think na it will be a big issue, most especially in pageant industry. Maybe some point of it, madami pa rin mga tao na against ng isang bakla ay sasali sa mga male pageant. But you should understand, at the end of the day, I am entitling myself up as Mr. So lalaki pa din ako. Okay? It is just my sexual preference. Naniniwala po ako sa inyong lahat that God created only men and women, but even gays or whatsoever, we are all humanity.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, after this, are you planning to join again? Or ito na yung pinaka first and last? Or ito na yung last one?
Sabi ko nga ko, hindi ako nagsasara ng pinto for my pageantry world. I have some pageants na interested ako locally, okay? This might be the last international pageant that I will be joining. Pero sa local pageants, I am pretty sure na sasali pa ako. I'm pretty sure. Kasi I cannot deny naman talaga, kuya, na pag sa mga local pageants, mga barangays and municipality, may pera naman dyan eh. And that is one of the purpose when I am joining, because I wanted to earn money.
Alright.
Yeah.
And ayun, let's talk about naman dito sa sa international na
Yes.
pag nasasalihan mo. So, for how long mo ba ito prepare?
Ang iksi, ito yung pageant na pinakamaiksi kong na prepare kasi 2 months lang eh. Tito Jose approached me less than 2 months ata or 2 months. So in-approach niya ako and I told him na okay, sige tito, since walang budget and all, I will try first to approach my friends if they can support me financially. Then I'm not saying na go ako. Yung budget yung magsasabi kung go tayo or hindi. So nung nakabuo ng budget, then it's a yes. So kaka-complete sakto lang nung budget ko last week. So, sabi mo nga kanina, bakit naman on the spot ka lang nagsabi na may pageant ka pala and all? Kasi kuya, ngayon lang ko din naman na-confirm na buo na yung budget ko. And I think I am ready to conquer international stage.
So what's your winning mindset now?
Mas relax ako actually. There's no pressure at all. Kasi sinabi ko naman sa national director na just leave me alone, kuya. Tito Jose, just leave me alone because I know what I want. I know what to do. Yun naman ang pinaka-importante kasi ikaw yung sasali. When you are joining a pageant, my main weapon, kaya siguro din nananalo ako is hinahayaan ko magkaroon ng space yung sarili ko to have peace of mind prior the pageant para at least pagdating mo doon is, mentally and physically okay ka. Ready talaga yung katawan mo to compete.
Alright. So, kumusta naman natin yung yung mga isusuot mo doon sa Vietnam? Ready na ba yung sa formal suits mo? And also, syempre, inaabangan ng mga pageant fans natin is yung national costume, what it's all about. Could you please tell us, kahit hint lang?
Okay. So, my national costume is a very pride siya when it comes to Philippine culture and it is more of being a warrior. It will be a sea warrior and it is related to the jewel of the Philippines, which is the pearl. Yun lang yung masasabi ko about my national costume.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, sino naman ang nag-design nito?
She is
Pwede bang sabihin?
I think pwede. It's Candy Segovia.
Nice.
It is Candy Segovia. Very supportive siya, kuya, kasi we just approached him days ago. I think 3 days ago or 4 days ago if I can, I can wear her creation and all. And then walang pag-alinlangan. She said yes, then punta ka dito, pili ka na lang, sukat natin and all. So pumunta ako sa bahay niya. He is very accommodating.
Okay. So, how about yung mga formal suits and OOTD na gagamitin mo doon sa Vietnam?
Yung mga OOTDs ko is from famous stylist naman in the country. Well, hindi nga lang ako pwedeng mag-announce kung sino siya. He wanted it more privately, yung pag-support niya sa akin. But the suit is, of course, to my ever-supportive mommy, which is Mommy Carla Fuentes. He is here now in the Philippines with Ferna Mato. May show sila sa Cebu last time. So, she is the main designer of my suit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mukhang maraming pasabog si Paul.
Habangan pa natin, yes, yeah.
Anyway, Paul, I have prepared some flashcards which contains personal questions about life.
Okay.
So, you can pick one first.
Okay, sige.
Then I'll be reading that for you.
Sige.
Alright, this one. What is your favorite room in the house?
Not specifically room. Kasi magkatabi lang yung living room ko at saka yung kitchen. So, probably it's the kitchen. Kasi mahilig ako magluto. Una mahilig ako magluto at mahilig ako kumain. And that is the reason why pag makita mo yung Facebook ko, kaya yung sa IG ko, no, I posted a photo, yung transformation ko from 89 kg to 75 kg because I eat a lot. Every second, I eat a lot. But, that is my favorite part of the house, yung kitchen, kasi I love to cook. I love to cook to everyone.
Anong specialty mo?
Madami. I love cooking kare-kare. Pasta. I can cook different kind of pasta. Ilocano dishes, pinakbet.
Ano yung madalas mong niluluto?
Yung favorite naman partner ko, which is chicken curry and afritada.
Wow. Bigla ako nagutom. Well, anyway, thank you so much, Paul, for sharing.
Yes.
Next.
I see.
Alright. How would you describe your father?
This might be quite emotional. Yung father ko, he is the person who inspired me to be more strong, understanding, and to prioritize your family always. I can describe my father as my hero kasi alam mo Kuya Jay, wala man lang ako naalala na isang momentum or isang event sa buhay ko na pinagbuhatan ako ng kamay ng tatay ko. Pasaway ako ng bata ako, nag-basketball ako, sobrang pasaway ko. Never ako nakaranas sa kanya ng pagbubuhat ng kamay. Never, never. And I can still remember this day. First time ko atang mag-work yun when I am still working in a food chain as a server. Then, na-late na ako na uwi mga 11. And then, nakatulog ako sa sala namin kasi wala pa akong kwarto nun nasa sala ako natutulog. And then, dumating siya from work. So, night shift siya, yun ang alam ko. Kasi janitor siya sa isang ospital sa amin sa Ilocos. Umupo siya sa akin, tabi ko, and siguro I think nakainom siya or what. Umupo siya sa tabi ko na natutulog. And then, he mentioned that, "Anak, you are my hero. And thank you for embracing part of my responsibility on this family." On that day, kuya, alam mo, on that day, it always reminds me to work harder. Not just for him, but for the family. Kasi nga, yung tatay ko hindi nakapagtapos, kuya Tapos ano siya, disabled siya, mas maiksi yung sampa niya, may polio siya. So, hindi naging hadlang sa kanya yon. Without education, disability, morning, nagta-tricycle driver siya. Then afternoon, nag-janitor siya sa hospital. So, hindi ba dapat hero ang tawag mo doon? Kasi he did everything for the family. Yan lang yung description ko for my father. He is my hero.
Alright. Thank you so much, Paul. Next.
Okay. Sa gitna naman tayo.
Alright. Okay. What are things that you would not tolerate in a friendship?
I think betrayals. Ako 2 points lang. Binetray mo ako isang beses, bibigyan kita ng second chance. Pag ginawa mo ulit, end of the friendship. Ganun lang kabilis. Kasi pag friendship, sinabi mo, may pagmamahal yan
Yeah.
When someone betrays you, there's no love. Okay.
Alright. Thank you so much, Paul. Next.
Dito naman tayo.
Okay. Tell us about an embarrassing experience.
Embarrassing. I think let's link on the video. So, it is quite funny, you know. I have a ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend ko. Sabi niya na, hey, nag-message siya sa akin sa Facebook. And sabi ko, uy, how are you? Ganito, ganyan. Sabi niya na, I didn't know na uwi ka na pala ng Pilipinas because nagka-relasyon kami nung nasa Dubai pa ako. And then sabi ko na, yeah, I'm sorry, hindi ko na-mention sa'yo kasi nga, I think you are busy and I'm busy too. Hindi na pumasok sa isip ko to tell you pa na alis na ako. And then sabi niya na, F you, sabi niya na, I was on Twitter, I was scrolling, and then you are with some other guys, and then you're doing this, 1, 2, 3, and all. Sabi niya, is it true or it is just edited? And at that day, kuya, alam mo, hindi ko alam kung ano yung sasagot ko. Kasi syempre, di ba, naging karelasyon mo, babae, and then maybe, even though she knows na kung ano yung gender preference ko, but hindi niya siguro in-expect na magkakaroon ako ng video on having this kind of scenario. Kaya, embarrassing, quite na-upset din ako on my part. Basta halo-halo yung emotion. Yeah.
Alright, sige. Next.
Here.
Okay. What is your favorite TV program and how does it influence you?
TV program, walang masyadong tumatatak kasi sabi ko nga kuya, 8 years ako sa Dubai as an OFW, so I don't have that much access on TV shows. However, if you can consider the YouTube channels or what, I think Tony Talks. Because she is one of my inspiration. I admire her a lot, her vision, her intelligence, her poise and all. I believe that he is a woman of, hope and inspiration. I admire her a lot. Tony Gonzaga.
Alright,
Yeah.
sige. One last question.
Here.
Okay, let's have this. How do you value yourself?
Ay, grabe, no? I didn't expect that question. How do you value yourself? Well, when it comes to value, it is more of protecting yourself, no? To be honest, kuya, God knows that my always priority is my family before myself. Mas binavalue ko yung happiness ng family ko, mas vina-value ko kung ano magiging situation ng family ko, mas iniisip ko kung anong kakainin ng family ko today compare sa sarili ko. Pero isa lang masasabi ko on how I am valuing myself, respeto. Respeto, I know, madaming tao masabi respeto pero nag-post ka ng video. It doesn't mean that I posted a video is gusto ko na ma-disrespect. Again, I have a reason behind on posting those videos. Huwag na tayo magpaka-impokrito. It is all about money. Okay? But sarili ko lang to. I'm not asking everyone to respect me. But how I value myself, it is respect. Because naniniwala ako na respect begets respect.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paul. And before we interview, you can promote your social medias and as well as message to all your fans and supporters.
Alright, again, I am here in front of you. I am humbly asking again one more time your support, okay, on my international pageant, which is Mr. World Movie Star International. I will be leaving the Philippines tomorrow. I think 12 noon tomorrow. Going to Vietnam to compete this title. Once again, I am Paul Marbuendia. I am from Ilocos Sur. I am proud LGBTQ member. And my message to all my supporters, thank you. Thank you to all the supports and prayers. Kasi madami nagme-message sa akin na I am praying for your success. I am praying for everything that you wanted to do in life. Thank you so much. Yun pa lang, hindi ako humihingi ng kahit anong valuable things, pera or whatsoever. Your prayers, guys, is enough for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Alright. And message mo lang sa mga bashers mo.
Bashers, sige lang. Ikalat nyo lang. Kikita ako doon. Okay. Look. Just kidding, ha? Bashers will always bashers. And ano sila para silang maskara. Yung tunay na katauhan is nasa likod ng maskara. And fino-front lang nila yon. I know that there is a reason behind din naman kung bakit sila nambabash. Maybe because nababash din sila. Personally, I truly understand. Kasi even me naman, may mga taong binabash ako. And I am putting myself on their shoes. If you are posting a photo or whatsoever in social media, don't expect that everyone will like that photo. Some of them will laugh on you, laugh on your face or whatsoever. Just a reminder to everyone that just be sensitive enough. Maybe that person meron bad day siya or whatsoever. Isipin nyo din kung ano yung situation niya at that time. Malay mo pala, binabash mo siya, namatayan siya. So, it's too much for that person. Just be kind. Share love, spread love instead of hate. Yun lang naman.
Alright. Maraming salamat, Paul, and wishing you best of luck on your international journey.
Thank you so much.
And
nice meeting you. Nice meeting you finally. Yeah.
Alright, bye-bye.
Thank you po. Thank you. Maraming salamat.